Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Tesla stock and some recent purchasing decisions I made around this company recently today. So, as always, of course, if you all do enjoy the Tesla videos and appreciate this content with the transparency, please make sure to smash that like button. But just getting into this topic for today, full disclosure ahead of time, I didn't spend like a ton of money on Tesla stock. It wasn't like I spent thousands and thousands of dollars, but I did buy a little bit more. So as always with these videos, I like to dedicate a video itself to me just talking about my recent purchases, just because it's a lot easier for my general audience and the majority of my subscribers to know when I'm actually purchasing some more of a stock, whether it's Tesla or another company. So that's why I do these singled out videos, because it's a lot easier for someone to just scroll across my page and see that, oh, he made a new purchase. Okay, I'll check this out. Instead of me just low-key mentioning it in a transparency update where a lot of subscribers might miss out on it. So I want to have this full transparency and disclosure as always. Like I said, I didn't spend a huge amount on Tesla stock, but still it was a little bit, and I'm continuing to try to just get more cash on the sidelines so I can transfer it to Robinhood and buy some more of this stock. So first off, just letting you all know, I got rid of some more personal things, and then I also got a little bit of revenue from one of my passive income sources. So that's where the money came from. But let's go ahead and check out this receipt for today for this most recent purchase of Tesla stock. As you can see, 5 hours ago, I had a market buy of $361.40 worth of Tesla stock. That is a fractional share of 0.81426 Tesla shares. And so that was at a share price of $443.84. And I bought this at 3:04 p.m. today. So just to address this in comparison to the current share price, so I bought it at $443.84 and the current share price is $449.50. So the positive thing is I just simply dollar cost averaged, and I still ended up making money off of that fractional share purchase. So yes, like I said, it's not like a crazy amount of money spent on Tesla stock. It's not like I bought 20 shares or anything like that, but still, this is once again showing that I'm practicing what I preach. I talk a lot on my channel about how when I do have cash on the sidelines, I simply transfer it to Robinhood and put it into the stock that I'm wanting to purchase, whether it's Tesla stock or something else. But that's pretty much my logic with investing. Whenever I have cash that I know that I can use towards investing, then most times I simply just use it as soon as I have it and buy the stock with it. So that's pretty much what dollar cost averaging is. Instead of trying to time the market, or like if we look at this past yearly chart, instead of us trying to time, let's say, Tesla stock going down even more, just think about this point right here. This is a pretty decent example. On September 8th, there was a lot of fear around Tesla stock because it had dropped like 20% in one day. So I can almost guarantee you that there were plenty of investors out there that at this point in time, when it dropped 20% all the way down to a share price of $330, I can guarantee you that there were plenty of people that wanted to buy Tesla stock, but they were either telling other people or pretty much said it to themselves that they're going to wait until it drops down to $250 or $200. And instead of simply just dollar cost averaging and taking advantage of that price itself and deciding to buy Tesla stock, they tried to wait for an even lower bottom point, and they tried to time the lowest bottom that we would see for Tesla. And what actually happened was it ended up not going any lower. It rebounded, and then it continued to rebound up until today. So it went from $330 per share all the way to $449 per share. And so a lot of people that wanted to buy Tesla stock but were simply trying to time the market and get to a low bottom point for Tesla in terms of like a super low share price, they missed out on getting Tesla stock at a pretty solid price compared to what it's at right now, just because of the fact that they didn't dollar cost average and that they tried to time the market. And then just another example of why I don't like to try to time the market is, for example, you have this right here. So we had this peak on February 4th, and I know a lot of people actually sold Tesla stock. I think even Graham Stephan said he sold sometime around either this time right here or this time right here. But a lot of people sold near this peak on February 4th. I think this was when like Tesla was $900 to $950 pre-split. So a lot of people were taking profits. And so some people thought, I've made so much money on this already, I'll go ahead and take profits. And so you could consider that timing the market as well, especially if you believe in it long term and you might try to buy back in later on. on if you think there's a bigger discount. So instead of just maintaining that long-term vision and just continuing to hold the stock, a lot of people sold it expecting this to be like one of the highest prices that it ever reaches. Yet now if you look at February 4th compared to now, February 4th is at 177, and then now today we're at 449. Just imagine the people that sold off at like 177 thinking that that would be the highest Tesla would ever go for a while, and then now they're looking at the stock price at 449 and they just can't justify it themselves to get back in because they already know they made the mistake of not holding on to it. So this is kind of just one of those examples why I don't like to try to time the market. There has been one scenario in the past that I tried to time Tesla a little bit. Basically, it dropped down to $364 per share pre-split on like March 18th. This was the lowest Tesla had ever been for like quite some time until before this most recent run-up. So what I thought would happen, I thought this was going to be another bounce where Tesla drops down to $364 and then it started to rebound a little bit to like $420. And so I thought, okay, we're going to have the stock market probably go back down even more once again. This is just a temporary bounce upwards. And so I sold that one share of Tesla stock at $420. And then I still kept on my other shares that I had bought at $950 like previously back in this time period right here. I still kept those, but I thought I could make some short-term profits on Tesla stock when I bought it at $364 and sold it $420 because I thought it would hit $420, maybe go a little bit higher and then go back below this point right here, go below $364, in which I would be able to buy back in. However, I was wrong on that, and that is the only time that I've ever tried to make some short-term profits off of Tesla. But still keep in mind, I think it's important to emphasize that although I did try that with that one share, it was kind of just me playing around with it. I still maintained and kept on to those shares that I paid $950 for, and I was already down like 2/3 on that one. So I was in the negative for Tesla stock for a pretty significant amount of time where I had bought it at like $950, 2 shares of those, and had to hold on to it even when it hit $364. I waited until it recovered, and I still own those shares today. So with the one that I bought at $364 and sold at $420, that was like the one time in history that I've ever really tried to time a stock, and I knew that I was trying to time it. However, I just thought at that point that the market was going to go down again because things weren't looking very good at that point. So I thought I'd just be able to make some short-term gains and then also be able to buy more Tesla stock after that. But it just didn't work out. So these are just a few examples of why you don't want to try to time the market. It's something that I don't do. Like I said, I did it in this one scenario just because I kind of wanted to play around with that one share, but I do not recommend trying to time the market. Of course, keep in mind that anything that I say or have said in this video is not to be considered financial advice, but I'm emphasizing all of this in reference to like me buying it today because of the fact that I'm simply just buying when I have a chance, dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is basically if you have the money to put into the stock market, then you use that money instead of trying to wait around and find the best time to buy or waiting until the next stock market crash. Keep in mind, there have been times where people have waited years and years and years for the next stock market crash, and they end up missing out on a lot of gains because they say, okay, I have $80,000 on the sidelines right now. I don't want to put it in the market right now because everything seems too high. And then they keep on waiting and they wait and they wait and they wait. And it's been like 4 years and then still the stock market hasn't crashed. Prices are significantly higher than they were previously. And then you have that investor frustrated because they have that $80,000 still that could now be like $150,000 if only they had invested it instead of trying to time the market. And keep in mind, even if you do dollar cost average and buy at an unfortunate time where the stock is actually pretty high priced and then pretty much right after you buy the stock goes down a little bit, just keep in mind that you can still take advantage of that stock when it does go down. So if you spend some money in dollar cost average and you buy unfortunately at a point where it's at a high point and it goes down afterwards, just keep in mind there's sort of that opportunity for you to like counter that act of you buying it at a high point by also trying to aggressively invest at the lower points as well when we see the dip. So when you hear the terminology buy the dip, that's kind of what people are talking about. It's taking advantage of an opportunity. So with today, I just bought more Tesla stock just because I had the money. That's how it usually goes with this channel. Most of you all understand that by now. However, I am really excited for Battery Day. I think Monday itself could honestly be a big day for the stock just because it's that day before the huge event. I don't really know what the reaction is going to be like on the day of or the day after. However, depending on the news and how huge it actually is, then we could either see a pullback afterwards, maybe a few weeks afterwards, just a slow pullback, Or we could also see just a continual incline depending on how big that news actually is. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. Please make sure to smash that like button if you did. And also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks. And especially with Webull right now, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400. And all you have to do is sign up with my link and deposit $100 into your account. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.